Hey guys, something really cool that I've been working on in the background. About a week ago or 10 days ago, I gave out a lead magnet. It's called AI Bot Scanner, and what that does is just a simple little tool that can scan the robots.txt files on any website. This could be used for multiple use cases for your own websites or for trying to get clients. Okay, so I'm just going to put in here hrefs.com for example, and you can see it's done a scan in seconds and it's found that all the LLMs, all 35 that we've got in here, are found. Okay, so their content can be found by these LLMs. Okay, whereas if we go to something like let's see, bbc.co.uk, if I click on this one, you can see that it's blocked 18 and allowed 17. Okay, now if you have clients and you might have some WordPress plugin settings, for example, that are blocking the LLMs, it means that they cannot be found for things like AI mentions, etc. Now this was a simple lead magnet tool. This is the point I'm getting to with this tool. I'm going to make it rebrandable. Okay, in the sense that if you have a base 44 account, which is where I built this tool, I can clone this into your account. Okay, and when I clone that into your account, you can rebrand it. You can use it as your own lead magnet. You can put your own email list building in here, and you can build it out even more if you want. If you want to build a full-blown sort of software as a service kind of platform, you can do that just by prompting. Okay, so I'll give some training on that as well. Now I didn't stop there, and I knew I wasn't going to stop there because there's just so many of these little lead magnets that we can do. But before I get to them, let's go over some of the features that we have got within these tools. Now, number one is that it has a whole bunch of APIs already added. If I click on the APIs here, you can see it's got OpenAI, Claude, Gemini, SEP API, DOM Detailer, and it also has in the back end ConvertKit. Okay, now ConvertKit, you can get a free account with them. In fact, you can get a free newsletter plan for up to 10,000 subscribers. Perfect for this. Okay, absolutely perfect for this. That's already coded in. And when we clone this into your account, the first thing it's going to ask is for your ConvertKit API key and your form ID. So that's the list building form. Okay, and once you added that in, then it will clone it into your account. Now, some of the more advanced features that we got in here, we got referral marketing features in here. So anybody that you give this lead magnet to, because you will rebrand it, it will become your own. You share it with other people in communities, groups, via paid traffic, whatever ways you've got to drive traffic, then your users can get a unique referral link. It's already built in, and if they refer 3 more people, it unlocks some premium features. Okay, you can change the features, you can do whatever you want, you can add to it. You can have this as like a free upgrade, and then after that you can have a paid upgrade as well. Okay, I would probably suggest that you do that so that you are maximizing the list building, which is what these apps are designed for. Okay, now it's got a whole bunch of other stuff as well. If I go into the admin in here, you can see that you can put in some banners and they will appear at the top of the app. You can change these to whatever you want them to be. Okay, you just click on edit and you can change it. And then there's instructions as well. Okay, and this is for you to use so that you can follow the instructions, follow the steps to make these tools truly your own. Let's have a look at some of the other ones that we've got in here as well. Okay, so in here, this one is rank new websites fast, built around somebody's case study that they shared on social media. I took their case study, I put it into an app, so it becomes a free lead magnet. Okay, plus it's got the unlock to get some advanced tools, okay, and it's got some other opt-ins as well in here as well. And click on the admin again, you can see I've got a whole bunch of stuff, and we even started to put in here marketing materials so that you can promote your lead magnets, so that you can get more people coming into your email list, and ideally they refer for other people, and this just keeps building your email list up. Okay, so this has got a full marketing materials here built in. It's got AI assistant, so if you want to take it further, you can have a chat with the AI assistant here, and you can ask it for some advice, some ideas, whatever. Okay, user management, all built in, all done for you. Banner management, create your banners the same as I showed you in the last app that we looked at, the AI bot checker. Instructions here, exactly what you need to do to get going. Okay, it's even got an SEO wizard so that you can optimize your home pages. Okay, you can optimize each page. It will do the SEO hard work for you and be able to tell you what you need to do. Okay, and let's see what else we got in here. Let's go to the home for this one. Not that one, let me just go to another one. That one is not finished yet. Okay, competitor analysis. This is going to find keywords, entities that your competitors are using. It will even help you with AI assistance to discover content with the same search intent. Okay, kind of how we started the rank mesh process, the rank mesh optimization process. We started by doing some analysis from competitors and then pulling, sort of extracting the entities and the keywords, etc. as well. Okay, it's got the premium unlock, etc. as well. And down here as well, you can also just tell the AI what your business name is and your contact details, and it will change all of this into your name, all of this down here. So it looks professional. It looks like a real high quality lead magnet. Okay, it's never been easier to create tools than what it is right now with AI, and it's probably going to get even easier if that is possible. It's just super simple. I'm building these without coding. Okay, I'm just prompting the same way as I would explain to a developer what I wanted. I'm just explaining to AI. Big difference is AI understands marketing, okay, and it can knock these out in seconds. Okay, it can knock out features in seconds that might take developers you know, hours or days to create. Okay, not all of them, some of them far more experienced, etc., but you don't have to pay as well. You're just paying for your monthly. Okay, so we got nice onboarding guide, etc. here as well. And if I click on the home, close this off, then we can get started, view the tutorial, referral marketing, etc. It's all built in. Okay, so we go into the research. What do you want to research? So we can say, look, I want to find Reddit parasite SEO case studies. You can use these questions, or you can write your own. Okay, so we can just click on one of these. Okay, it looks like something stuck there, but I'll get that fixed. The idea is they will go and, oh no, it did fill it in, filled it up here. Okay, click on start research. Nothing is stuck, it was just me. Okay, and that will go ahead and do the research for us. It is stuck. Okay, never mind. Anyway, these kind of things, these small kinks will be sorted before we release any of them. Now, the idea here is that you build your own audience, you build your own email list. If you do not want to use ConvertKit, you want to use Aweber, or you want to use System.io, all you have to do is you can go into the base 44 app part. So if I'm in base 44 here, you can just simply prompt, say I want to change ConvertKit to System.io. Here is the API documentation, or I want to change it to Aweber. Okay, there will be some extra steps with Aweber. They require you to have a developer's account in Aweber, etc. If you want to change any part of this, you can. Okay, you've got complete control. Once we clone this into your account, you can do whatever you want from that point. Change the name, tweak it, change from 3 referrals to 2 referrals or 5 or 10, whatever you want. Tell it to build out a full app. How can we make this better, etc. What you'll notice as well with Base 44 is it will give you suggestions down here. Okay, some of these suggestions can be really good, and they're full prompts that they've got in here for you. And notice the way these prompts are written. They're just written like, they're not written the way people are saying you should prompt. Okay, you know, people will say you've got to give it a persona, you've got to give it contact. Look, when you're building apps, it's not like that. You're just telling it what you want, and it goes ahead and builds it for you, and it does it in seconds as well, which is really crazy. Okay, this one here, again, you're going to have, you know, suggestions in here. You can build out based on suggestions, or if you're more advanced knowledge about any particular topic, you can, you know, put in your own prompts and stuff that you want to use. Okay, enhanced competitor analysis, for example, in this one, automatic lead magnet creation, whatever. All this stuff is already built in. Now, I've been working on this for a while, over probably 3-4 weeks, back and forward with it, back and forward, improving, making it better. And I've basically been able to get it to the point where we've got really professional, advanced lead magnets that are ready to start generating leads for you straight away. Okay, and this will give you the ability, once you start to build an email list, to have your own traffic source. Okay, that is the key to marketing. No, especially when there's so much volatility. You've got all this new stuff coming out with the AI SEO, or Geo as some people call it. In fact, it's got about 10 different names for optimizing for AI models and AI overviews and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot going on there. It's hard to keep up with. It's really, really hard to keep up with. Building your own traffic source means that you can focus on this instead of trying to figure out what's happening with algorithms. You can focus on this. You can build an email list that is becoming your own personal traffic source that you can use every single time you upload a video, you make a social media post, you release a new product, you want to recommend a product, etc., etc. Okay, all top marketers have an email list. If you do not have an email list, it really should be the #1 thing that you learn as you get into marketing and learning how to make money online. Email list is the #1 thing you need. It's your #1 asset. You've got to have an email list to be successful. Okay, it's your own traffic source. It's where you can build relationship with the audience and build a know, like, and trust, etc. Okay, so these rebrandables are built on this, or based on that principle. And this all goes back to about, I don't know, 6 weeks ago or something in our WhatsApp group, and there were people saying, well, you know, I'm getting overwhelmed. The reason people are getting overwhelmed is because they're trying to absorb too much and they're not producing. Okay, it's okay to take action steps and stuff that you're learning, etc., etc., but far better that we just take a step back. Okay, go back to that #1 thing you need to be successful. Building an email list. That is your #1 asset. Let's go back to the beginning. Now, I even did the whole Growth Club workshop. It was supposed to be, I think, 3 live sessions. We ended up doing an extra session, etc., because I felt that we needed to cover some extra stuff. And that was really trying to help people to go from consumer to producer. Instead of buying tools, learn how to build your own tools, especially with Claude 4.5, with Gemini 3 now. It's really, really, really powerful. And also with Base 44, which I introduced into the Growth Club Challenge. And those who took the Unshackle course knew all about Base 44 as well. Okay, so that basically gives us the platform. Base 44 gives us the platform that we can, if we choose, click on this little gear down here, and we can choose the AI model. Look what's in here. We got Claude 4.5, we got Gemini 3, and we got GBD 5. That's all integrated. And another great thing about Base 44 is it has something called AI agents. You can you can have a web app that has AI agents built into your web app. Okay, So to be able to use these rebrandables and for me to clone them so that you can use them and rebrand them, change them how you like, you need to have a base 44 account. How much does it cost? Well, for the tier that is needed to be able to add your own domains and things like that, it costs $50 a month. You think, oh, $50 a month, that's a lot of money. Well, you're getting professional level tools. You're getting very, very, very high quality lead magnets that will build your list on autopilot, okay? And you've got the ability to not just use them as lead magnets. In fact, you could take what we give you, clone it, and build a paid version, or you can build a paid version within the same app, okay? It's very quick and very easy to do. And that gives you ready-made tools that you can give away as lead magnets, or you can upsell more pro features, etc., etc. As an example, when I use developers, I usually pay them a percentage of sales, okay? It's one of the ways that I've always worked so that I wasn't held back by budgets, okay? Before we could do no-code stuff with the AI. And I didn't want to be restricted. I wanted my tools to be really in-depth and focus on whatever that core strategy was, and probably have about 8 or 10 different tool tabs. I know that a lot of people say you should just have one and build a minimum viable product. I never did that. I always built the tools for me to use myself for a complete multi-strategy way of achieving one core marketing kind of principle. So if it was video optimization, we would have things for optimizing descriptions, we would have things for analyzing competitors, we would have tools for this and for that, etc. We would have maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 tools, okay, all based around video optimization. I didn't make just one minimum viable product to be able to do that, and I liked to be able to build that. Now, to be able to do that, I had to pay a very, very, very generous commission or fee to my developers. I did not want to be restricted by budget, so it was best to do, you know, pay by profit, profit share. And so, you know, some developers would make tens of thousands of dollars from one product. Okay, take Niche Blaster for example. It did $124,000 in the first 14 days, or 10 or 14 days. Okay, if a developer is getting 40% of that, you can see how much money that made. That was without affiliates, okay? Without any affiliates. So you can imagine if I was building a tool that had the same impact within base 44 and I'm paying just $50 a month, and that includes the hosting and everything else, how much money I saved, okay? So that $50 a month, if you're serious about building an email list, if you're serious about having these tools that you can clone, that you can rebrand, ready to go, okay, hosting included, everything there that you can tweak just by doing simple prompts, then this is for you. If you are going to bog at $50 a month, then I would ask you to reevaluate and listen to that story again that I just told. If you want to build an email list, if you want to be successful in internet marketing, you really need an email list. And to pay $50 a month to get these kind of tools, okay, from being able to clone these tools that I'm selling, to clone them into base 44 and take them further, that is nothing. That really is nothing. In fact, you might even find that you're spending more than $50 a month on shitty Warrior Plus products, and you're bulking at this, which gives you complete control. It's completely two different things. You got Joe Blogs over here selling something in Warrior Plus, overhyped sales page, talking shit, loads of fake sales screenshots and stuff like that, but you will buy the funnel and you've spent 60, 70, 80, 100, $200, okay? Or have this, $50, base 44, you can build these kind of apps. Come on, seriously. If you want to be successful in internet marketing, you've got to start producing more than you consume. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy internet marketing tools. I do, I still do, but you can be more selective. Another good thing about this as well is I will see other people's tools. I'm having a look right now, some of the Black Friday stuff. I'm thinking, I can build that, I can build that, I can build that, I can build that. Okay, instead of me paying $700, $800 or even $1,600 in a Black Friday sale that would normally be sold even higher, I'm looking at that and thinking, okay, that would probably take me about 3 days to build. And that is the difference. Okay, so don't balk at $50 a month. They do have a $20 per month level as well, but it means you need to use their domains like a subdomain. And that's okay. If you want to use it like that, you can use it like that. You can save a little bit of money till you build it up. I do recommend the $50. Okay, so we're going to be releasing these, and I'm going to release them one at a time. It is not a membership because I don't know how many I'm going to build. I can tell you right now I've got about 9 or 10 of these. Okay, I just keep building them, but I don't have any plan for doing like 1 a month or 2 a month or anything like that. I'll just release them as and when they're ready. Might do 1 a week to begin with, because we've already got a backlog of them built up, all with the same kind of features built in already, so everything is there. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. There's nothing to buy right now. I just wanted to do an overview and let you know what is possible and the way I see things going forward for a lot of you. Going by, you know, just the things that we've seen within the WhatsApp group, within the Unshackled conversations from the WhatsApp group we had for Unshackled and for the Growth Club Challenge as well, etc. Just some things keep popping up again and again and again. So that's why I was building this. But this gives you the ability that you can build your own tools. You've got complete control, and you become a producer more than you do a consumer. Instead of buying stuff and getting onto other people's email lists, you grow your own email list. Okay, your own audience, and you start behaving like a top tier marketer, whether you're doing affiliate marketing or info product marketing, whatever you're doing. Okay, building your own stuff. And don't forget, if you do build your own tools, you're building your own email list. That means you can recommend other people's products via that email list, and that's what most of those people in JVZ and Warrior Plus, that's how they monetize on a daily basis. Recommend other people's tools, 50% commissions, money in the bank just by sending emails. Okay, it's a very, very simple business model. That's the game. You can join it and make it super simple, or you can take these even further and bypass all that kind of Warrior Plus, JVZ kind of stuff and get into monthly recurring, but you need to be good at social media for that kind of stuff, which brings me to the last point. Okay, so how do we get traffic to these? Okay, I'm going to do a list building workshop, and that list building workshop will be 3 days. More than likely I'll probably add on an extra session like we did with the Growth Club Challenge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some proven strategies. Okay, and there's some stuff that I've already covered within the Fightback traffic systems that I would recommend everybody go through before we even start the list building challenge. Okay, because that is the core of what we need to do for the foundation for the setup, and then we can get into the traffic strategy stuff for list building, and that will be an optional extra with the Rebrandables. Okay, to join that live workshop. Now replays will be available, and you know, after the workshop is done, we will still continue to offer the replays on future rebrandable tools. Okay, so keep an eye out for all of that, because I think it's really important that we move quickly right now. If you're not already doing list building, if you're not already building your own audience, your own traffic source, it's really imperative that you really start doing that now, because so much volatility, there's so many changes, things are moving so fast. If you're just trying to keep up with that stuff, instead of building your business, instead of building your audience, instead of driving traffic to places that can build your own traffic source, then you're really missing out. And it's time to stop that. It's time to change. Time to change and start building that #1 asset that you need, an email list. Okay, thanks.